don't get it.
But why? Because when you first moved to Texas, it was for your mom's job.
Yeah.
But didn't George have to look for a job?
Yeah, he did. So yeah, that's why we moved so much. Because my mom's job kept getting bought out. So then like, I don't think remote work was a thing back then.
Mm-mm.
So then her whole office would like get moved. So that's why we moved from California to Texas and then now to Arizona.
Yeah. It was good to see Danny today.
I know. I love Danny.
I know. He's so cool. We don't get to see him very often.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people.
They're just like, every time we see him, I just like hearing his stories about his success.
I know.
He's like, yeah, I got another promotion.
I just like talking to him.
I know.
He's cool.
He's super nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really nice. He's funny. He's easy to talk to.
Mm-hmm. He's like, he can be friends with anyone.
Yeah, he could.
When he was the janitor at the gym, he just made friends with everyone.
Yeah.
He like came up to the juice bar, made friends with me and Will. And
he thought like, what's going on over here?
He would come up to me like every day. And then he was like, oh, can I start working out with you?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got hot.
And then we started working out together and stuff.
That's cool.
All right, guys. Today we're here with my wife, Lillian Wharton. She is going to be Nick's replacement from now on because Nick, it's hard to get him here. We just can't get that kid to show up on time ever.
He's busy being a baby daddy.
Yeah, he's got a girl that's
with child
and then like 6 months. No, 3, 4.
I don't know.
Whatever. It's coming up pretty soon. He's going to have a baby.
Well, I think they're due in like late August, early September.
That'd be cool if we had the same birthday.
Why?
I don't know. I just always think it's cool when people have the same birthday as me.
I wouldn't.
No, because you don't want to share the spotlight.
Yeah, that's weird.
Not really. Okay, Lily's not really going to be replacing Nick, but I'll probably have her on pretty often because I'm going to try to do this more consistently from now on. And sometimes Nick can't show up, and then sometimes he can come, and I'm going like on vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
So to do it more consistently, I'll probably have Lily on. I'll start having other friends on, other people that I can find because we have 79 episodes with just me and Nick. So we're going to try to switch it up and just to be a little more interesting and stuff.
Yeah, I think it'll be good to mix it up.
Yeah.
I think your podcast needs that.
Definitely. People are like...
Plus, we're married and I feel like we have endless things to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah.
And someone else's perspective besides Nick.
Yeah. So it's just me and Nick talking about this. And we always agree with each other on everything pretty much.
Yeah. That's true.
We're like, freaking Democrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And we don't always agree on everything, so.
That's true. That's funny about you. I mean, we don't agree on everything.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I feel like a lot of married people are like that.
Yeah, I mean.
I feel like friends agree on everything.
Yeah.
And married people.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. You and your friends have different lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So there's no way you guys would agree on everything.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I guess I agree with them on a lot, but not everything.
Yeah. That's just natural.
Like how to do certain things or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess since you're new on, we'll have people kind of learn about you.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
So just start with where were you born? Where did you grow up? How did you grow up? How many siblings?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was born in Long Beach and I'm the second oldest of 7. So I have one older brother.
Damn.
One younger sister. There's a 5-year age gap between us. And then 4 little brothers. And then...
And what's how young is Jacob compared to you? How many years? 10?
Jacob, I think he's 9 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And then the youngest is we call him the youngest of the little boys.
He just turned 14.
Man, why are you sharing everybody's names? You always tell people's names.
It doesn't matter. It's just their first name.
I'm just messing with you. You're a name dropper. I noticed that about you. You just drop people's names like it's no big deal.
Oh, yeah. Because no one knows who they are, Especially if I say their first name.
I guess that's true.
Like I said, Danny. Danny could be literally a million billion people.
That's true.
Jacob could be a bazillion people.
But yeah, I think that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joseph is the youngest of the little boys of my little brothers, and he's 14.
There's a 14-year difference.
And I'm 28. So, and I'll be 29 this year. So what is that? Like
Like
15 years?
Yeah, 14 and a half.
Yeah, I was more like a mom to them growing up than well, no, we still like I was more like their caretaker, like their babysitter, like the in-house babysitter.
Yeah, you were a lot of things. Babysitter, maid.
Babysitter, maid /maid.
I mean, kids should have to do chores and stuff, but
cook.
You do a lot.
Yeah, mine was a whole nother level.
You're like Cinderella.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what my life was like growing up.
Yeah.
I never really hang out. I think I would hang out with friends like probably like twice a year, honestly. Like, growing up.
You weren't really allowed to.
No, I wasn't really allowed to. So my siblings were my friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why we're so close.
Yeah, especially your older ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm closest to my older brother and my younger sister for sure.
Yeah.
And then my little brothers are like teenagers, so
they're hard to get along with in general just because they're teenagers.
Yeah, it's hard to connect with them because they're always playing video games or they don't really talk that much.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the second in the line of my little brothers. He started going to the gym with us. And so we've like bonded over that.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Gym stuff.
We need to take him soon again.
Yeah, we're just on different schedules. He always goes like after school, like afternoon. And by that time, we're like done going to the gym.
Maybe when he's on summer vacation.
Yeah, probably summer vacation.
But it's so freaking hot. I don't want to drive anywhere.
Oh, I know. Yeah, whenever we go to like the farther gym that we go to, you can pick him up on the way.
Yeah.
If he wakes up. I don't know what his schedule is, but we'll see. But he was going with us when we would pick him up at like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep messing with this.
That's okay.
I have like issues with like messing with things.
I did that a lot too in the beginning.
I need to stop because then you're not going to be able to hear what I say.
Yeah. I could hear you. Just when it flips away, you can't. But then as soon as you fix it, you're good. But
yeah, I grew up in Long Beach till I was 11. And then we moved to Texas for 4 years, which is like, honestly, I think the worst years of my entire life was Texas. Like, that's why I have so much animosity towards Texas.
Yeah. Because you had to leave where you grew up, like where you were born.
Yeah. And then I didn't have my dad with me either, which is bad.
So your dad was gone.
And my dad still isn't like, my dad is from LA basically, like has lived there his whole life and like hung back in LA. Yeah. When we moved to Texas. So I think I saw him like twice a year and then we would talk on the phone like pretty much every day. Like I don't think a day went by like where we wouldn't talk.
Yeah. And I think 11's a really hard age to change schools because I changed schools in 5th grade too.
Oh yeah.
And I always felt like an outsider literally from then on because I felt like a cool kid at my initial elementary school. Like I was friends with everybody. Yeah. But then when I switched, I was like the new guy. Yeah. And I never felt comfortable again, really. You know? That's like a really weird, awkward age to try to make new friends.
It's like a whole nother state where I knew absolutely no one.
Yeah, and that's even a bigger thing.
Yeah,
it's
that was
a completely different state. So you can't even hang out with your other friends.
No. And then, yeah, even when we lived in Long Beach, I went to like 3 or 4 different elementary schools. Like it was so dumb. I think one of the schools I went to from like up until 2nd grade, I don't know if they just they must have just not had room for us because like we lived in Long Beach and they bussed us out to Lakewood and it was like a 20 to 30 minute bus ride. Like it wasn't like.
And you would drive like on the freeway.
Yeah, like we took the freeway to get to school, which was so weird.
Yeah, that's
like,
really weird.
Thinking back on it, I'm like, what the heck? I think that's just how congested it is over there. Like, there's just so many people.
And that was a long time ago too.
Yeah.
So and now it's
I can't even imagine. Like those schools must be busing out with kids. Like they just don't have room. So that must be why we went to Lakewood. So like then we went to school in Lakewood. I think I went there for like 2 years. And then my mom put me in this private Christian school in 5th grade, which was like right before we moved to Texas. And then 6th grade, I didn't go to 6th grade till like November when we moved to Texas because my mom was like, oh, we're moving. You don't have to go to school for that time.
For like 3 months.
Yeah. And I remember one time my uncle threatened my mom and said, I want to report you because you don't send your kids to school. That was really funny, actually. I remember he did it at church too.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Why would she just be like, oh, don't even bother starting?
It was so, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Probably just the move was so hectic. She didn't want to deal with taking kids to school.
I guess.
Signing them up.
I'm like, girl, all you had to do was like, let us go
Fill
to
out
school.
a form. Yeah.
Yeah, so I literally was on like a 6-month summer vacation between 5th and 6th grade.
It's pretty dope though. You wanted to
All
go to
I-
school. I would be like, hell yeah.
No, I
I'm gonna
was
stay
bored.
home. Yeah.
I don't even know what we did. I think maybe I just babysat my little brother.
That's probably why.
I don't know. Because then there'd be some days where we would go to my stepdad's mom's house, like my little brother's grandma's house. And like my mom would drop us all off there. Like she would babysit my little brother, Jacob, and then we would go there too. It's like, I don't know. I don't get it.
But why? Because when you first moved to Texas, it was for your mom's job.
Yeah.
But didn't George have to look for a job?
Yeah, he did. So yeah, that's why we moved so much. Because my mom's job kept getting bought out. So then like I don't think remote work was a thing back then. So then her whole office would like get moved. So that's why we moved from California to Texas and then now to Arizona.
Yeah. And it's funny because she worked for, was it 21st Century? What was it originally? Because
that's the original.
It kept getting bought. So it got bought by some other company, and that's why he moved to Texas. Which one was that?
AIG.
AIG.
And then they went under in like 2008 when the recession hit.
And then 21st Century got bought by Farmers.
Yeah.
Which later, like our first year being married, your mom helped me get a job there.
Yeah.
And that ended up being like my job for the next 7 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. But we had already been married when you started working there.
Yeah. But not very long.
No, it was probably like
almost
less than 6 months.
Yeah, it was like 6 months.
It was
crazy.
less than 6 months. And then my brother worked there too at one time. But that's how we moved so much. And then, yeah, I went to like 3 different schools in that 4 years that we were in Texas. Like I got dropped in like November to 6th grade. And then that school got too full. So then they moved me to another school for 7th grade. And I actually did make a good group of friends there in 7th grade. And then my mom put us in another private Christian school. And I went there from like 8th to like 10th grade.
She was just obsessed with the private Christian schools. Huh?
Yeah, that was always like her goal. Like, oh yeah, you can start public school, but then eventually I'm going to move you over here.
Yeah. And they're freaking expensive.
Yeah. You have to pay like a monthly tuition and then buy uniforms. And it's just like really expensive. And for someone that has 7 kids, I'm like, that really adds up. And like 2 of us had gone there. Maybe my older brother went there together.
Yeah.
But I think Texas was just a horrible time because it was a lot of struggle with my parents' financial situation and not having my dad like to take us on the weekends like he used to when we lived in California was just hard. And then I never connected well with the kids at school. I get like so emotional when I talk about it.
I know. I was like, maybe this was not a good topic.
I know. It's like really sad, but I just didn't connect with like kids really well at school. Like I don't talk to anyone from Texas. I don't have any connections there like at all really.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so hard to make good friends.
I don't know. And it was just like a small, like my options were really small because
There's only like 100.
There was like 12 kids in my class.
12?
Like 12 to 20.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like
That's
it was
like insane.
Yeah. It was like a really small school. And me being from California and then everyone there is from Texas. It's
yeah. They're like, you liberal?
Yeah. It was literally.
You're like, I'm 9.
Yeah. Literally. Honestly, we mostly fought about sports teams. Like I was a huge Dodgers fan, like Lakers, like any LA sports team. That was like my shit.
You were
because
like,
of my
go
dad.
Dodgers.
Yeah, literally. I was like the little Mexican girl.
No, like
from
this little
California.
freaking Mexican girl.
Yeah.
They're like, go back to where you're from.
No, literally.
Yeah. Because Texans are like that?
Yeah. I was like really into LA sports when I was younger just because my dad was. Like my dad is like hardcore like sports fanatic. Like
He's obsessed.
if there's a game within a 5-mile radius, like he wants to be there.
He's always going to freaking games too.
Like he'll plan trips to visit us here in Arizona.
He only visits us if there's a game here.
He's like, oh yeah, the Dodgers are playing that weekend. I'll be there. And I'm like, what about me?
You're like, Dad, can you come
just
visit?
Come see me?
He's like, oh, you know what, baby? There's actually a game that weekend.
Yeah.
So I can come. You're like, so you can't come?
Yeah.
What if there wasn't one?
Yeah. So that's why I was really into it when I was younger. Because I just like, my dad loved it. And so then I loved it.
Right. But you didn't actually like follow it.
No.
You're just a kid.
Not like men do. Not
Yeah.
the same way men do. I would get excited like when they would win and stuff. And I do like going to baseball games. Like I think it's fun to go with family and
we're
stuff.
going to one tomorrow.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
Spring training.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going with like all my siblings, my mom and us to see the Dodgers, which will be interesting because it's supposed to be really like it's supposed to be 78 degrees and there's like no shade. We're gonna be so sweaty tomorrow.
I hate the heat. And
Yeah,
that's not
it's gonna
even
be
bad
hot.
for here, but
No.
we went on a walk today and it was 74 and it felt
Yeah,
bad.
and it felt hot. Yeah.
I'm surprised how hot 75 feels.
Yeah, I know. And when you're in the sun, it feels hot.
In the shade,
If
it's
you're
like
it's not
perfect.
bad. Yeah.
But
So that's pretty much like where I grew up and how my upbringing was. I was like a babysitter. Like, I didn't really hang out with friends. I had no friends.
yeah.
Oh, and then we moved here, which honestly, moving here was like, I felt like my life was being saved.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Like you were happy to leave Texas, even though it wasn't to go back home.
Yeah. I was like, a fresh start. This is exactly what I need.
You just
Like, I was
hated
not-
Texas that much.
That's how much I hated it. It was like a fresh start. I was so happy to leave.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God. I was like, we're finally leaving. And it was actually the options for my mom were to move us to either Florida and like I think upstate New York or Arizona.
You were like, New York.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, what would my life have been like if I moved to like New York or Florida?
You'd probably be like, what do you call it? Like, what are the girls that just like know all the fancy people?
Like a socialite?
Yeah, like a socialite.
Oh, I know, but I feel like it would have been like upstate New York.
No, yeah.
I don't think it would have been like New York City.
And you
or
guys were
anywhere around
broke,
there.
so you wouldn't have been like,
Yeah. We had no.
you've been hanging out
We'd
in the
have been-
Bronx in the
We would have
slums.
been even poor. We'd have been
Yeah, you
even
might
more
even be
poor.
a prostitute or something.
But I think Florida would be cool. I don't know what that would have been like.
Maybe like Miami. I don't know about
I don't know about Miami.
the rest of it.
I want to. There's like nice places in Florida that are not Miami.
Yeah,
Like there's like Tampa.
like near the water.
Yeah, I've heard Tampa is really cool, nice.
Yeah.
Like it's more like suburban.
Mm,
But I don't know about any other areas, honestly.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you moved here.
I know because then I can hear junior year. I didn't really. I mean, I moved here, started junior year here, and then I didn't really talk. I've always been quiet and like soft spoken and introverted. And then junior year, it was like whatever. I was just kind of moving through. Junior, senior, I didn't make like really any solid group of friends because I literally just popped in from like nowhere. And then I met you senior year, and then that's where our relationship started.
Yeah. I started creeping
Like
on
we
you.
went to senior prom together.
It's funny because we went to junior prom together too.
No, we did not.
We went in the same group. We're in the same group,
Not barely.
but we went to the house after, I guess.
It was just the house after.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember seeing me there?
Like barely.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was literally the nobody. Like,
Yeah, because you were quiet probably.
yeah, I didn't
And,
know anyone.
Yeah.
I was like, we did not go to junior prom together.
No.
I was like, you got me messed up. If you think I went to junior prom with you.
No. I know we didn't go together.
We were not even hardly in the same group. I don't know why I was at that house that night.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. It was just like mutual friends. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
I guess so.
But honestly, I had no business being there.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know you people.
Yeah.
I was just tagging along for the ride.
But we went to senior prom together.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
I can't believe we like danced in front of our teachers like that.
I know.
Like that is so
like
cringe.
grinding.
Like what the heck?
The teachers, they'll be like, leave room for Jesus. I feel like at public
Dude,
schools,
that is so awkward.
they say like if it gets like too raunchy, they'll stop it. But otherwise, they don't really.
Imagine
anything.
if you went to like Trevor Brown High School. Imagine what their prom is like.
Damn.
People probably get pregnant that night.
Oh yeah. People,
Like hella.
people probably got pregnant at our prom.
No one did.
At least one person.
Honestly, I feel like our graduating class from the people that I know that we went to school with haven't done so bad.
No, yeah, I feel like.
Well, I guess the people that I know, like the most popular kids, honestly,
Yeah,
like.
the nice ones that were popular.
I feel for the most part, it's like our school wasn't that ghetto.
No, it wasn't ghetto.
Yeah, it wasn't like super ghetto.
No, but there's thousands of people. So
But it's funny because when I talked to one of my friends who went to like a school in like South Phoenix, like Central Phoenix, he said the valedictorian like became a nurse. Like that was the most successful person was someone who became a nurse.
our valedictorian wasn't she valedictorian?
Someone who was our I think we had like 3, but one of them is basically a doctor now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Like a scientist, PhD, right? Not a medical.
She's like
doctor.
a psychologist.
Oh yeah.
She's like a psychologist. Yeah.
Or psychiatrist, psychologist.
I think she's a psychologist.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm pretty
I
sure she's
think
a
so.
clinical psychologist.
And she's engaged to someone else that's also like some kind of PhD or
I don't know. I know she's married now.
Oh, married?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
she's married.
Well, the dude she married is also like a doctor
Really?
or a PhD of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, but it's funny because I went to middle school with her.
Yeah.
And literally ever since I met her in like English class or something,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a PhD."
Yeah. That
And
makes sense.
I was like, "I'm not."
That's funny.
And then literally all through high school, she's like, "I gotta get into college," and like I was like friends with her
Yeah.
for a while.
No, she's really cool. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's like probably one of the nicest people.
Yeah, she was. So I talked to her a lot in school, high school.
Mm-hmm.
I think I met up with her like honestly like twice after high school, but that was it. Never anything deep besides you from high school.
Yeah.
I just didn't go there long enough. I didn't know these people for very long.
And I don't make tons of friends. I have like, I'll make a friend and then they'll be like my best friend.
Yeah.
But then you ended up being like my best
The
friend.
ultimate best friend.
Yeah. The ultimate
That's
best
true.
friend.
Yeah.
Life
the ultimate
partner.
best friend.
Everything.
No, seriously.
Okay, so then after high school, you went to college.
Oh yeah. And then I actually started at Grand Canyon.
First we got married. No, first you started college.
Yeah, I went to Grand Canyon and I didn't do well there either, like as far as like connecting with people. I don't know if it's just like the whole Christian.
But you did make a really good friend there.
I made one really good friend that I still talk to. And we just visited her in California. She has 2 babies now.
Yeah. I feel like that's good enough.
I think so.
One good friend.
That's literally all I need.
Yeah.
Because you're my best friend. So like anyone that I want to talk to about anything and everything is going to be you. And it's like anyone else is just not like just extra, but I don't know. I don't feel the need to talk to my friends on a daily basis.
Yeah. They're friends, but you don't,
I
don't
like
talk the same to them.
No, it's different. It's like we're really close, but I'd rather catch up with someone. Like, I don't know. I guess my connection with other people has never been as strong as like my connection with you or my family.
Yeah.
Like, I like to catch up with people though.
Yeah, catching up is fun.
I like to do that because I honestly don't always have a lot to say.
But you're not going to call them and be like, my feelings are hurt today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like when I vent to you about my work or personal life, like whatever it may be,
Yeah.
I don't know. I love my friends, like people that I do have in my life. Yeah. When I hang out with them, it's like great.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't have like a dialogue with honestly anyone like on a daily basis.
No, I feel like that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Not weird. I don't know if it's that common even.
I know. Because I think back to like middle school, I had this one friend who I was like probably closest to out of our little friend group when I did have like a little solid group of friends. And we would like aim like because we went to different schools. We only went to the same school for like 1 year, but then like we would talk on AIM every day after school for like hours. But I don't know.
I think I would talk to Alex almost every day.
But then it was middle school,
from 6th grade to middle school. Yeah, it was just middle school.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm like, what did we even talk about?
I don't know what girls talk about.
I have no idea. Like we would literally just mess around on AIM because I didn't have a phone that did texting. Like I only had calling because you had to pay more for text messages. And my dad paid like my phone bill. It was a prepaid phone.
Yeah.
And basically I would only use it to like call him. That's like why he bought me a cell phone back then, so I could call him. So then I would do AIM on like this laptop that he bought for us.
Yeah.
My dad would always hook it up with electronics.
Yeah, he always got you the good stuff.
Plus he wanted to stay in contact with us. Like that's why.
Right.
He got us a laptop so we could Skype. And then he got us phone so that we could call him whenever we wanted to. And we wouldn't have to ask my mom to use her phone.
Yeah. You're lucky you had a dad.
I know.
That like cared.
No, seriously.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people like get crappy dads.
I know.
That are like absent.
Right? Yeah.
Like my sister's dad sucks.
I know.
I don't even know. Like, I guess I kind of understand why she tries to stay in contact with him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
He's literally just like a leech.
I know.
Like, not even. I don't even know what he is.
I know. I feel really lucky to have the dad that I have. Because
yeah, I like your dad.
He's like the best.
Like, TV shows and stuff, they always act like the in-laws are like the worst people ever.
Yeah.
And like, you want to avoid them at all costs. But I'm like, your dad's so cool. I like hanging out with him.
He is. Like, we went to LA like a week ago to spend his birthday with him. And we just spent the whole weekend with him. Went to a museum, went out to eat, and then went hiking, went out to eat.
Yeah.
And then I also hung out with my grandma. Like I stayed with my grandma, which is really fun too. My grandma's also one of my closest friends.
You guys always be talking and I'll just sit there.
Oh my gosh.
Because I speak Spanish.
I know.
So I just sit there and like,
And then we'll randomly laugh.
yeah, and then laugh. Sometimes they'll translate and sometimes they won't.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. Poor Brendan. He's just sitting on the sidelines, and me and my grandma are like just having deep conversations.
sometimes I'll get the gist of what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, that's who we hang out with when we go to LA. Mostly it's my dad, grandma, and then my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's perfect because Riley lives on the way, like between your dad and us.
Yeah, she does.
So it works out perfect.
We always catch her in one way or another.
Now she has kids, so it's harder.
It is, but
I mean, it's still easy for us to go there, but she can't come here.
that's true. I know. I'm still waiting for her to visit.
Mm-hmm.
If she's watching this or listening to this, I'm waiting.
Freaking come over, dude.
I know. Now I have the room. Actually, she did visit me once and she spent the night, remember?
Oh, yeah.
She
She had like a weird layover.
Yeah, like a long layover. Yeah, and she stayed in our living room. And she slept with our dog, Blue.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
was she in the living room?
We had that 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, I was thinking it was at the house for some reason.
Oh, no, I set her up with an air mattress.
Now
And
I remember. Yeah, I was in the apartment.
that night, I had work that day and she surprised me. I think she texted you or something.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Or maybe she just called me. She was
I think
like,
she just called you.
"Are you working?" She's like, "Are you working?"
Yeah.
Or I
I
don't
think
know.
she called you.
Yeah, that night we actually went to Target after I picked her up because I needed sheets for that air mattress.
That's funny.
I know.
But then we got our first house. She didn't go there.
No.
Now we're in our
Which I'm like,
second
okay,
house.
that's fine. But now this house, I'm like, okay, you have to come.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like this house a lot better. And it's bigger.
Yeah. Actually have room.
Right? Exactly.
So then
Oh, yeah.
we got married.
Yeah, I started college at Grand Canyon. Didn't really do well there. I wasn't really focused. I was focused more on our relationship, honestly. Like,
Yeah, we were hanging out too much. It was my fault. I was always want to hang out with you.
Brendan was addicted to me.
I was. I don't know.
I mean, he still is.
I
But,
couldn't go a single freaking day without you. I don't know why.
so that was distracting, but not, I guess, kind of in a bad way because I didn't get the best grades ever.
Yeah.
But it worked out. It's fine.
Because you did pretty well.
I did okay.
But just not like they make you get like straight A's to keep all your scholarships.
Right. So then I lost some scholarships and then it was time to apply to the nursing program there because you have to do prerequisites. And I was finishing those up and then getting ready to apply for the nursing program. And then they were dropping my scholarships and it was going to cost a lot more money to continue going there.
Yeah.
I had to take a lot more in loans. So then I just decided to transfer to the community college. And that's
Right.
where I graduated from, was community college.
Yeah. Because I think we talked about it. And
Yeah,
we're
we
like,
did.
Dude, you get the same degree.
I was freaking out. So then I started seeking out other programs in our city in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
And I'm really glad you did that because you literally have the same degree. You work for the best hospital. And the loans you got were way less.
Right. I graduated with probably like 22,000, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, about 20,000. It's all paid off
It's
now.
all paid off.
I think if I went to Grand Canyon, it would have probably been about double,
Yeah.
which would be insane.
Which would suck.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would accrue interest and crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with interest. Luckily, not luckily, but then we had the pandemic, so then they started not charging interest on loans.
So it gives more time to pay it off without.
Yeah, so I probably did not pay that much in loan or in interest than I would have otherwise if the pandemic didn't happen.
Yeah, you probably didn't pay much.
Because I graduated in 2019 and then 2020 COVID hit in March, and soon after that they stopped charging interest on loans. And we paid off my loans before interest started accruing again.
Yeah, like right before. Because we were waiting to see if like they were going to get forgiven. Because they're like, I don't want to pay them off. And then they get forgiven. And then we're like, damn it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But then they were not going to.
Yeah, leaving Grand Canyon
So-
was honestly the best decision.
Yeah.
Best like career decision.
So we just
I
paid
made.
off the rest. I forgot. How did we even go? Because you had 22,000 and then when we finally paid them off, it was only like $6,000 or $7,000.
Yeah, because I was
That-
making big payments.
You were? Yeah, I don't even remember.
And like all those COVID stimulus checks
Oh, yeah,
that we
you put them
got.
toward the.
Every time they would send them, I put every single check towards my loans.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
In my head, it wasn't even my money to begin with.
Right.
So
Like, where's this stupid ass random tax money coming back to me?
exactly. I said, I don't
Yeah.
need this.
So we got those paid off quick,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
like, we're very anti-debt because
Right.
we've screwed up in the past. Well, mostly me,
Just getting car payments.
car payments.
Right.
And then it was before you graduated, so you weren't a nurse
Yes.
and you weren't making that much.
No.
And I had a okay job, but it really wasn't making that much.
No.
And oh man, it was a struggle.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely a struggle.
And I'm like, I don't want to experience that again.
No. And that's what motivated me so much to finish school.
Mm-hmm.
Was because I knew that if I didn't finish school, our lives would not get better.
Mm-hmm.
I would be still work. I worked at Best Buy for 4 years.
Yeah.
That was like my first real job.
Yeah.
Well, I had another job before that. I worked at a juice bar at LA Fitness when I went to Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I think I worked there for less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I worked at Best Buy for a few years. And then I ended up getting a job at the hospital as a nurse aide during nursing school. So I did that and then transitioned to nurse at the same place and then worked there for a while. And then now I work at one of the best hospitals in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I actually don't really share online.
Yeah.
Where I share. I'd rather not. I'd rather just
like
keep
the
it
actual
private.
place.
Yeah, the name of the place and everything. I'd rather not share.
No,
I'm sure people will figure it out.
Yeah.
But
They probably know. I probably said it in a past episode, honestly.
oh really?
Most likely. Talking to Nick. I don't know.
Why do you share everything about our lives?
Oh, I don't know. I don't share our address.
Oh my gosh. You're like, so this is where she works.
Yeah.
This is what she does.
Oh, yeah. I probably shouldn't say.
That's
I may
right.
not have. I don't know.
That's funny.
But
Now people are going to go digging through past episodes.
that's good. Go watch them all.
Go watch, give them views.
Yeah.
I know, because I haven't watched your podcast in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just me and Nick blabbing about the same shit always.
Well, hopefully this will get you some more traction.
I think it'll be more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, different,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
But
yeah, if you're thinking about school and your options, definitely community college is a good way to go.
oh yeah. Like there's
Mhm.
not like when you get a job, I mean, unless you're like, I don't know, what, a top tier surgeon or something, they're not going to be like, what school was it?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's
They're just
true.
like, do you have the degree?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Now do the interview. Okay. You're good.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not going to be like, oh, Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they might a Harvard, but like they're not going to be like ASU. But yours is NAU,
Mm-hmm.
even though you did it through a community college, because you can't get a nursing degree through a
No,
community
you can.
college.
You can.
But I mean, it has to be like through NAU,
No. You can get an associate's
LPN,
and be an RN.
OR.
It's just most hospitals now prefer bachelor's prepared
BSN.
nurses,
Yeah.
which is what I have. But
Mhm.
there's nurses that I knew that still just had their associates or that were like currently working on their bachelor's.
Mm-hmm.
So it is possible.
Yeah. But I guess whatever you're going to do, you can either like struggle in school and like have that stress,
Mm-hmm.
or you can have the stress of like never accomplishing anything and then like struggling
Right. That's true.
your whole life.
Yeah.
So it's better to buckle down for a while and then
No, it is.
make your life better long term.
No, my family definitely struggled financially a lot growing up. So that motivated me to finish school
Yeah.
because and then that's also why we haven't had kids because.
Yeah. I think we're both like that
Mm-hmm.
because both our families struggled like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
Yep.
like, kids, they're expensive.
Mm-hmm. Kids are expensive. It's time consuming.
Yeah, especially the time stuff. Like, I don't want to have a kid unless I can like devote enough time to like teach them to be a good person,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Right.
And that takes a lot more effort than people think.
It does.
People don't really think that shit through.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, do it then.
I think some people might have more patience than I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to sacrifice 90% of my free time, sacrifice my body, my time, my mind. I'm just not ready for that
Money.
yet. Money.
Yeah.
Money. It's a big,
Yeah, it's a huge thing.
So if anyone's wondering if when we're going to have kids, stop asking because it's not going to happen anytime
I
soon.
know. I feel like we're just getting to the age where people are like, are you going to have kids? And also, we've been married a long time.
No, I know.
So people are like, you going to have kids? You going to have kids?
I know it's a normal question to ask.
Yeah.
But if anyone's wondering,
We don't even know.
It's not happening anytime soon.
We're not sure if we're going to have them or not.
We might never have kids,
Maybe not.
honestly.
It's hard to say.
It is. But maybe once I turn 30 or something, then I'll be like,
Maybe your body will be like,
yeah.
you'd
Maybe
be like,
we'll-
must procreate.
Right.
Just like your hormones
Yeah.
screw your brain up. I
Literally.
feel like that probably does happen.
We'll see what happens in the next after the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I turn 30 next year. So I heard it goes downhill. It's just, I think once you start your first period all the way up until your mid to late 30s, it just goes downhill.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trajectory. Like it's crazy. I think.
Yeah, like if we're gonna do it, I would want to do it early 30s to like lessen the chance of.
I think after 35, it's a pretty high chance of having genetic defects in a fetus.
That's crazy, man.
I know. It's really sad.
We don't get enough time.
I know. I'm like, life just started getting really good lately.
I know.
I'm like, and now gotta throw a monkey wrench of having kids in it. It's like a monkey wrench to me.
It's crazy that you don't get that much time.
I know.
It's like guys can literally wait forever.
I know.
But girls have a clock. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, I haven't made a decision. What if I want to have one when I'm 50?
I know. Seriously.
But then you die when your kid's like 28 or 30. So
yeah. And then I already took care of kids like from when I was 11 to 18, 19, 20, like till I left my mom's house. I was one of the primary caregivers.
Yeah.
I was the second mom in the house. So I feel like I already did the whole kid thing.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to deal with toddlers and babies and diapers and fighting. I don't know. You have to be a referee a lot too if you have multiple. True. They like to fight.
Stop fighting. Especially boys.
Yeah. Boys get really physical. Yeah. Well, actually, my sister and I would get physical.
That's true. I would beat up my sister too. And then she would lay on the couch and kick up at me.
That's what I did to my older brother.
And then if she got me good, I would hit her more. I was like, ow, that hurt.
My brother would call me a cat because I would scratch him.
Oh, yeah, she would scratch too. That's like girls freaking, they're like, what can I do? Bite, scratch, kick.
Because we're not strong.
You're not strong at all.
One time, my older brother and I were home alone, and he punched me in the stomach and literally knocked the air out of me. And I was like laying on the floor, gasping like a fish.
It's funny when it happens because you literally don't know that you're going to be able to breathe again.
Yeah. Like, I thought I was dying.
Yeah. You killed me.
You killed me.
How dare you?
It too brute.
2 minutes later, I guess I'm fine.
And we were home alone, so I had no one to save me.
He's like, should I call 911?
But I think he punched me and then ran away.
He starts rolling you up in a carpet.
Yeah, literally. Oh my gosh. That was so funny.
All right. Now we're going to ask you some fun questions.
Oh, yeah.
Do you wish you could just be a housewife?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're like, hell yeah. I'll put my 2 weeks in right now.
Literally. That would be amazing.
That'd be cool. It's just so hard to.
I just think it would be nice to work less hours at this point because I wouldn't feel as productive. I feel like I need something to do. Yeah, especially if we don't have kids.
I mean, you definitely have to keep the house real clean. Have dinner ready.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it'd be nice. But I don't know.
It's always tough because you're like, with 2 incomes, you can save so much quicker and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But then like we could get to a point where we really don't need your income. But also it's like if we had it, then we could do this faster.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, I don't know.
I think at this right now, if I had the choice, I would probably just decrease my hours at work. Yeah. That's probably what I would do.
I think once because you're going back to school. So once you're done with that, I think less hours will definitely be an option. Yeah. That you'll probably take. After your first year working, you'll probably be like, and what do you got part-time?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, so about me coming in full-time. Yeah.
I'm going to do that less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I figured your answer would be yes. I feel like you've always not really liked working that much.
Yeah.
Like a job.
I don't know. Just my job is stressful. Yeah. And
I guess
it's so many ways. It's mentally, physically, and emotionally draining.
What would you do if you could have like any other career and money didn't matter? What would you do?
I think I'd want to do interior design.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I just don't know how to get into that.
Yeah, that's very.
I need oh my God, I hate saying like so much. I need a mentor. That's what I need. I need someone to show me the ropes.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot more that goes into it than you think, but then you'd also have to like meet rich people. Yeah. Because that's the only people doing that. Right. You know what I mean? You're not getting your first 1-bedroom apartment and hiring a freaking interior designer.
Exactly.
So you got to meet people with a lot of disposable income.
It's true.
That are like, here's 20 grand. Use 10 of it on the stuff. The other
Yeah.
10's for you.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to pay a lot. Like an interior designer, like if they go get all your stuff, but they're also going to charge like at least 10 grand because you're going to have to spend a while on one person's house.
Yeah, you
You
do.
know what I mean? So it might be more than that, but
I do
depending
follow.
on,
I follow some interior design accounts, and I see them doing a lot of interior design for these huge custom homes.
Yeah, that
and they
makes
do it
sense.
for like an entire house.
Mhm.
I don't know how it works, honestly, but if I could work for even an interior design company like the ones that I follow on Instagram, like that'd be really cool.
That'd be cool to learn.
I just don't know how to get into that market. And I don't know if I'm that I don't know. I just don't know if I'm that creative.
Yeah, I feel like you're really good at your style. Like you've made our house really pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say it might be different when someone's like, I like this style and you don't like that style, but then trying to make it pretty within that style.
Well, I don't think that's how it works. I think people pick you based off your designs, like your style.
Just based on your style.
Because all the designers that I follow, they all have their own specific style. There's certain guidelines that they follow that I've learned just from watching their videos,
Like
or
some are
reading their
modern,
posts.
some are mid-century modern.
I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I don't think people go to you and tell you, oh, I want everything this way, because that's your job as an interior designer.
Yeah.
It's your job to pick certain things out. And I don't think they're going to hire you if
Well, because
they don't fit with your style.
On YouTube, I've seen an interior design lady and she sat down with whoever her client was. And the client was like, I like farmhouse and I like this or whatever. And then she kind of used both of those styles in the design.
Yeah, I don't know who this person is that you're talking about. I'd have to like see what it is that they
It's different.
do
It's that
on a regular
blonde
basis.
girl. I don't know. I've shown you her videos before. Like when we first moved in here, I've shown you a few of her videos. She's blonde. I feel like her last name is McEwen.
Oh, I follow her.
Yeah.
But she has the same style.
Yeah.
I mean, everything she does is really
Similar.
basic. It's all similar.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone would hire her if they didn't already like what she does.
Or I guess like
Or
Joanna
like her
Gaines,
own home.
like on that show.
Yeah, everything's very similar.
No, but like some people say different things though.
Oh, true. Like
they
they'll
say
tweak
they like
it.
different. Like some will be like, I like modern.
That's
Some people
true.
be like, I like farmhouse.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think overall, she has like the same
Type of style.
It's like tweaked here and there, but overall, hers is very modern farmhouse.
Yeah.
Like there's like an overarching.
I hate her
style,
stupid
I feel
farmhouse crap.
Yeah, I don't know. She does a little too much rustic for me.
Yeah, she's like, let me get a like a table that's fine and like scratch it, make it look old.
Yeah, I like some of her stuff, but not everything.
I like some of her crap she sells at like Target.
Actually, I don't even think I like her
No?
line at Target that much. No, I like the Threshold with Studio McGee line.
Oh, maybe
more.
that's what I'm talking about.
Threshold has really good stuff. Yeah.
They do. All right. Do you believe? I mean, I already know the answers to these, but do you believe in astrology?
I don't read a horoscope.
Like I'm a Libra or whatever.
I don't really believe in the horoscopes. Like telling you this is the kind of day that you're going to have based on your signs.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to go on in your life based on your signs.
Or
I just think it's fun to say, oh, they're a Virgo. Like, we're both Virgos. I do think, I don't know if it really means much what time of year you're born.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would, unless there is like magic in the universe.
Because
you know what I mean?
You and Nick are Virgos, but you guys are
pretty different.
Pretty different.
Yeah.
And then we're Virgos.
We're pretty different too.
We're pretty different too. Yeah. My mom's a Virgo.
And she's way different too. Yeah. It literally makes no difference.
I don't think it does.
Like the way the stars align and crap. I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's crazy.
I think it's fun to wear like a Virgo necklace.
I think most of the time, the stuff is so broad that it could apply to like anyone.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't like when you get punched in the face. It's like, oh, I don't like when I get punched in the face.
Well, it's never anything crazy like that.
I know. That was like an exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying? It's always broad.
It's very broad, very vague. And I've read them before. And I don't really understand what it is that they're saying always.
Yeah.
Like
that too.
Saying? Jeez, you have a lot of the sunlight in your face right now.
I know, it sucks. I need to get a curtain in here. Yeah. I need to put up a curtain for sure.
Yeah.
But whatever. Do you
Sorry,
believe
I just had to tell you.
in karma?
To a certain extent.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why.
I don't know, because the universe is really random.
Yeah, the universe is totally random. And I don't know if it's karma. Like, I don't know if there's actually karma. But I do feel like you shouldn't treat people ways that you wouldn't want to be treated. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you were to, like, you know, rip somebody off or something. I don't know that there's any magical thing that would actually come back to bite you in the ass. But I just feel like it's wrong to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. So then you feel guilty.
Yeah, I just feel guilty. And then maybe that impacts your life somehow.
I think the only reason why I believe in karma is because it guilts me into always doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because it makes me think, oh, if I do this bad thing, then something bad is going to happen to me.
Yeah.
But something bad might happen anyway to me.
Right.
Even if I do the right or good thing.
Yeah. I think the same way. I think
it just puts pressure on me to behave a certain way.
I think maybe that's why like psychopaths and sociopaths become successful a lot of times because they don't have that guilt trip. They're just like, this will help me. I'm doing it.
That's why salespeople are sociopaths.
Some of them, yeah.
Car salesmen.
Really good ones.
Car salesmen.
Could be.
I'm like, how do you go home at night knowing you just put someone on $1,000 car payment?
Oh my God. I was watching a clip from Dave Ramsey just now. And it was talking about how like car payments have gotten really high. And there was like a post where someone got in like a 2023 Denali or Tahoe. It was a Tahoe.
Yeah.
So I don't know, probably $70,000 car or something like that. But their payment was $3,000. It was like $2,500 a month for 84 months. And I did the math, and that's literally like $200,000.
That's insane.
Like, why would you sign up for that, you dumbass?
They rip people off like crazy.
Yeah, and then there was like a GMC Sierra, like a truck. So probably like $80,000 truck. And similar thing, it was $3,000 a month for like 96 months.
That's crazy.
And it was like $288,000 if you just make all the payments and don't pay it early. Dude, people are dumb as shit.
Yeah, no, don't get into car payments if you can avoid it.
Yeah, if you can avoid it, do it. And if you do have to do it, like try to pay it off as quickly as you can.
Yeah, and you have to be able to negotiate. If they're not giving you the price that you want, you have to walk away. It's
so rough.
Because they rip people off constantly.
Yeah, they just rip you off.
The whole business is a scam.
They just ask you, what payment do you want? What payment do you want? What payment do you want? And you're like, I want this overall price. And like, what payment do you want?
When we bought your last car, it was so annoying.
Oh my God.
They did not want to take any money off the total price of the car, even though they obviously could have. And that was so annoying.
And they just keep brushing by it. And they're like, what do you want the monthly payment to be? And I was like, I don't care what the monthly payment is, dude.
Yeah, that was so annoying.
Like if the overall price is right, then the payment will be lower.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like the payment's going to be what it's going to be. You just pick how long you want the loan to be. But if you don't bring the price down, then how's the payment change? You're just going to give me a different interest rate. Or you're going to spread it out longer.
We should have left that day.
They're going to spread it out longer. They'll be like, well, we'll give you a 500-month loan. Yeah.
I know. Remember we're standing in the parking lot and they brought out their general manager or whatever.
That was annoying.
Oh my gosh. We should have just left.
Yeah. I'm never buying another car again.
Yeah.
With payments.
It's a trap.
It is. All right. Last question. Do you believe in the afterlife?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I never really think about it.
Yeah.
I only ever think about what's going to happen to me today or tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, we both grew up religious, like in religious households. And then we even went to church quite a few times when we were dating. And then a little bit after we got married.
We would go consistently because I lived in my mom's house and my mom made me go to church.
Yeah. So I'd always go with you guys. And I had gone too when I was young.
Yeah, we both grew up in Baptist churches. If that gives you any idea of what beliefs were pushed on us.
Yeah. And then I always questioned it. I was like, I don't know.
I always questioned it too.
And then finally, like a few years after we got married, we both were like, I don't know if I believe this.
I don't think it was even that long after we got married that we both.
Probably not.
We both talked openly about it.
Yeah.
And we both questioned it. And I always wondered why I sat in these sermons and these services and didn't believe what they were saying or was just not entertained by what they were saying.
Yeah.
And then finally, I think you started listening to Joe Rogan when we first got married. And I think that really opened up your mind too.
Probably.
And then that led me to opening up my mind and figuring out what it is that I actually believed in.
Yeah. I think, just listening to a bunch of different people and like what they believe and crap. And I don't know. It never made sense to me. And then even when I was younger, I'd go to church and like the people at the church, I would ask questions, you know?
Oh, you did start asking questions way before I did.
Yeah, I'd ask questions at church. Like I would be like a little shit. Like they would get annoyed with me because I keep asking. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He died. I'm like, what is he? He died on the cross and that forgives your sins. Why? Why can't he just forgive you? Why does he need a blood sacrifice? What?
Exactly.
And they're like, well, because God said so. I'm like, well, because he said so. What is this? Like a parent? Like,
you were way more of a rebel than I ever was.
Yeah. It's because boys are less agreeable, especially when they're young.
I did think about it though. I would like count down the minutes till service was over.
Yeah.
They always had a clock in the back of the church where they had like their little sound booth.
Oh my God. It was so boring.
And I'd be like this.
Especially those little Baptist churches. They're so boring.
It's just so boring.
At least if you go to those like mega churches where the guy's a psychopath and he's really good at speaking, at least he's entertaining.
Yeah.
Because he's like a freaking sociopath that can like convince you of things. Like, this is cool.
So I don't know if there's an afterlife, and I honestly don't even think about it anymore. I don't care what happens to me after I die.
I mean, I feel like it's just whatever happens.
Right.
So
like, I don't want to die, but also if I do die, I have no control over it. So.
And I just think if there is a God and there is an afterlife, if he is an all-loving God, there's no way he's going to be like, you didn't believe in this stupid book that I made totally unbelievable, so you're going to burn in hell forever.
Yeah.
I think he'll be like, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't believe in...
If that's even how it works.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think hell is real. I think heaven could be real.
Maybe. Some kind of...
I do believe in a God, but I don't believe in everyone else's God.
Yeah.
I think there might be a God.
I think there might be a God.
Maybe.
But I don't think the Bible, or really any religious text...
I don't think it's true.
I don't think it's true. I think it was made up by people.
It's all man-made.
Everything in it sounds like it's made up by people. It's all man-made rules.
It's all man-made just to control people.
Yeah. Just
that's
control.
That's what I believe.
Especially the fear tactic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, you don't do this?
That's how cults work.
You'll burn in hell forever.
Right.
Endless pain. What? That's so crazy.
Like being saved.
Yeah.
Being saved is... when you're saved... It's because you believe Jesus Christ died for your sins.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
And but whatever goes over. Honestly, it's been so long now that I'm like, what does it even mean anymore?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do is believe that.
That he died on the cross for your
prayer.
sins.
I'm like, I said the prayer when I was 6, so I guess I'm good.
Yeah.
Either way.
I did it twice just in case when I was younger.
Yeah. I did it when I was like 11 because someone was bothering me about it.
Yeah, I did it twice when I was younger, just in case. I was like, I need double protection. What if the first time didn't work and he didn't hear me?
I know, for real.
That's how much they scare you.
Yeah, they scare the shit out of you.
And I'm like, I'm literally 10 years old. Why am I scared?
All right. This is running long.
Oh, how long has it been?
Probably like an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can finish up now.
So
I'm hungry.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you guys enjoyed having Lily and someone different than Nick for once.
I know. Hopefully someone watches this.
But Nick will be back soon. And we'll do one with Lily and Nick.
Oh, yeah.
And then Danny soon.
We're all just going to be trying to talk over each other.
Yeah.
We're so bad.
Oh, yeah. Especially me and Nick. We talk over each other a lot.
We're like, shut up.
Take your turn.
I'm like, can I finish the thought that I had? But yeah, maybe later we can do more relationship questions, do something else.
Yeah, we'll do another episode for sure.
Definitely need some kind of structure.
Yeah.
This one turned out really well.
It was good.
Yeah. We'll do more episodes with me.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to see more of Lily.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, leave a review, whatever. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Don't tell me if you didn't like it because it'll hurt my feelings.
She sucks.
Yeah. So only say nice things.